you think we'll be able to put the...
Yeah, we'll put it right here.
We'll put it up behind the screen, but he just doesn't even look Arabic at all.
No, not at all.
Like the real crime is how bad his costume was and how...
Hey, that's pretty good.
Welcome back to episode 12. Just
episodes.
The boys this episode.
Yep. No guest this week.
No guest, but hey, we wanted to throw it back to the first episode, just do another boys episode only.
Right.
So we got some pretty cool stuff to talk about today. Some controversial stuff. Some stuff.
One would say that.
I think it's pretty funny, some of it, but
some of it's funny.
I guess I do have like a pretty weird sense of humor though, so.
I feel like I have a very dark sense of humor.
Yeah.
So
like I feel like I laugh at a lot of stuff that I shouldn't laugh at. Like, dude, story time real quick. This one dude, he came over to my apartment because he's like friends with my other roommates, but like we like also know each other too. Mm-hmm. And so I was talking to him, and I was like, just like how's like the relationship situation? And he goes, yeah. So it turns out I thought everything was going well, but she was sleeping with my roommate behind my back. And I don't know why, but whenever people like just tell me stuff like that, I'm not supposed to laugh. Like I obviously know I'm not supposed to laugh.
Right.
But I burst out laughing right in this kid's face, and I felt so bad. Like, and I don't know. It's just...
I think things are funnier when you're not supposed to laugh.
Yeah.
So I just always end up laughing when it's very inappropriate for me to laugh. Like at the times where it's inappropriate for me to laugh.
Yeah.
And it just happens like that.
Yeah.
But anyway. The first topic today is the one and only Cardi B.
Ooh.
And
Cardi.
Yeah. I hate to be the person to defend Cardi, especially given her history.
Same.
Of what she's done.
Not a big fan.
But for this specific instance, I guess I'm gonna have to defend her. So the whole story is, there was this lady who had been just spewing hate on Cardi's Cardi's Instagram page and on all of her pictures. She was just commenting a bunch of negativity that just was not necessary, right?
Yeah.
She said something along the lines of, your music sucks. You don't even write your own stuff, and you should have just stuck to stripping or something. And she, that was like the cleaner version of what she actually said, and like the condensed version, but. She was leaving like paragraphs on Cardi's pictures,
like, continuously, like non-stop, like
just
every
spewing
post.
hate and negativity, right?
Yeah.
And Queen Barty was like, you know what? Why don't you stick to your diet? And for reference, the person that she said this to was a bigger lady.
Yeah.
What do we think? I mean,
so
is she in the right? Is she in the wrong?
How did Cardi know that she was on like some specific diet?
I'm just assuming she just went out on a limb and like saw a lady that was bigger.
And just like told her to like lose weight. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like these are always tough because like here's my thing is like if you're gonna spew like hate and negativity towards somebody else, like that sort of opens you up to the window of that person reciprocating it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like although like Cardi may have taken it like a little bit too far according to like some.
But is it too far?
I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't know. It's like, how do you weigh insults and say like this insult's like
weigh insults? Good one.
No, but like, how do you say this insult's like more damaging than like another insult, right? Because each individual person reacts to them differently.
Yeah.
So the point where you insult somebody else, you should be prepared that somebody else is going to insult you back.
Right. The way I saw it, I thought it was justified, and I hate to even like I said, I hate to even defend Cardi, but it's like if you can't take the heat. Get out of the kitchen. You know what I mean? Like it's a tough world. It's a rough world. No, but it's like, why are you unnecessarily spewing hate and negativity to somebody that like what did she do to you? You know what I mean? What is she doing that like is so negatively affecting your life that you have to go to, take time out of your day, go to her page and like spew hate and negativity. Yeah. So like for me, I guess for this like specific instance. I think Cardi was justified. Like her response was justified to me.
Because like some people are like, oh, be the bigger person. Like just don't respond to the hate comments or whatever.
Right.
And like I get that, but at the same time, like at what point do you let it just continuously build up? Like
plus I think a lot of people tend to forget that like celebrities are human too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like no matter how famous, how popular, how liked or disliked they are, at the end of the day, they're humans. They have feelings just like the rest of us, you know what I mean? They're not some like immortal like god or like supernatural being.
Yeah.
They're just like the rest of us.
Yeah, and like I don't know, like I feel like you and I are like the last people to defend people's feelings.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like if you do insult somebody's feelings, be prepared for them to insult yours back,
absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
And then I saw like I read that she said that like how would this person ever survive like a lunch table? Because you know like people like say everything. Dude, forget a lunch table. Imagine like an Xbox 360 lobby back in like the Call of Duty days.
Jeez, had they found out if this lady was on, and you know, in an Xbox like Modern Warfare 2 lobby, she would just be torn to pieces.
Yeah.
So
like this.
Be lucky it was only one like deprecating joke.
Yeah.
Because the kid, like if Cardi, if you thought like Cardi didn't have any chill, those squeakers, those 13-year-olds, would actually rip you a new one.
Yeah. They had some of the best comebacks too, but
I mean, it's toxic, but
yeah,
you know, like I said, you treat people how you want to be treated at the end of the day, and if you're spewing negativity, guess what? It's gonna come around. You're probably gonna get it back.
Yeah. Hey.
So
that's the way it is.
Just be kind, man. Like what's wrong with you? Quit being so negative.
Kind of a similar situation, and like another clapback was with
Baker.
Baker Mayfield. One of my favorite people in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He's for those who don't know, most of you probably do, but he's an NFL quarterback, plays for the Browns. He actually went to Oklahoma. Big dub for the boys today, but so like some former coach, his name was Rex Ryan, he used to be like the coach of the Jets. He was just doing like an interview or something. He was like, "Yeah, Baker Mayfield's like overhyped. He's overrated. Like I don't get what all the hype is about. He like sucks." And so then like people interviewed Baker afterwards, and like they told him what he said and everything. And so I kind of respect Baker for this. A lot of people, similar to the Cardi situation, thought he should have just been like the bigger person and ignored it. But his clapback, I actually thought was hilarious. He was like, "Yeah, if you're not wearing orange and brown, which are the colors of the Browns, then I don't really give a what you think about me or the rest of my team." And he just basically said that like his opinion doesn't matter if he's not part of the Browns, which makes sense. And then he also said there's also a reason why Rex Ryan doesn't have any colors himself.
That's funny.
Which
that is funny.
Kind of savage.
That's funny. And I mean, I've been preaching this for what 12 episodes in a row now. Like, it doesn't matter what other people think. Just do you, man. Like,
I respect it. Like this is like who Baker is though.
Yeah. No, I like when people are very like forward and upfront about how they feel. You know what I mean? Like I'm never the kind of person that would hold back on voicing how I feel or my opinions or my thoughts or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's like, this is big dog energy right there. I mess with. I with that.
And then like some people are like, "Oh, like Baker can't accept criticism or whatever." But like, if you're gonna offer criticism, make it constructive, right?
Right.
So, like, say he needs to work on this, work on that. Don't just say he's overrated and he sucks, right? Because if somebody says that, then I feel like he has the right to just clap back at you.
Right.
But
so once again, like, don't dish out what you can't take.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If you're a kid, okay, it's a different story. People probably won't attack you.
Yeah.
But like, if it's two grown men, grown women, whatever it may be, like, if you can't take it, why are you putting that out in the world?
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Speaking of controversies, though, Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau.
Oh.
Justin Trudeau.
This guy.
I have very mixed feelings about his controversy. So for those who don't know, backstory is I think this was in 2000. I want to say 2001.
I think it was 2001.
Yeah. So 20-some years ago, I guess.
18.
Okay, whatever. Close to 20 years ago. Close to 20 years ago, he went to a party with some, what would we call them, Arab princes, kings?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Also, like, how was this dude hanging out with Arab princes like 18 years ago?
Right.
But in the picture, he looks like probably 18, 20, I don't know, something like that.
But his dad was also like a prominent figure.
Oh, okay.
He was also in politics when like his whole like life. His dad's been in politics, so that makes sense. But he had attended some party for like an Arab themed party, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And he showed up in black. I don't even know what to call it, but essentially, the reason that I'm upset, like the actual brown face doesn't offend me, which I guess some people would be like, "Oh, bro, but like you're not black, you don't really get to have a say in it."
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still of color, so I guess I have I guess I can hold a little weight there, but By the way, it doesn't offend me that he did that. It just offends me how horrible of a costume that is.
Dude, that's what I was saying is like if his costume actually looked Arabic, like I'd be like, okay, that's a good costume, right?
Okay.
Like that makes sense. Right. But he just doesn't. Do you think we'll be able to put the?
Yeah, we'll put it right here.
We'll put it up behind the screen, but he just doesn't even look Arabic at all.
No, not at all.
Like the real crime is how bad his costume was and how just not representative.
That's what offends me, dude. Yeah. Like that is not what an Arab king. First of all, keep in mind, people from the Middle East generally are not that dark.
Yeah,
right?
Really not.
Like, I have a lot of friends from the Middle East. I know people in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Nobody I know is that dark.
No, like
I know people from Africa. Okay, that literally live on the equator.
Yeah.
That see the sun every breathing moment of their life.
Yeah.
And they're still not that dark.
Yeah.
So Justin Trudeau, you really went like all out for this. Like a little bit of like, he could have even done makeup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Like some I don't know, concealer, foundation. The girls would probably know.
Like here's the thing. Like normally I think that a lot of the times these things are blown out of proportion and they're made into something that they're really not. But like I said, if this if he even looked remotely close to like actually looking Arabic in this, I'd be like, okay, that's a fair thing, right? It's just a costume, whatever. But this just like clearly seems like there's some.
I'm more offended by like the misrepresentation.
Yeah.
Of what he thinks.
Because this just looks like clearly like he.
It's like blatant Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, that's just bad.
So I don't know what he was thinking. It's really stupid. I was gonna say something else. I forgot. I think it was Trudeau. Oh, interestingly enough, though, when he was interviewed for it, first of all, I don't know why there's so many interviews of him just on a plane, like not even outside of one, just like inside of one.
Dang. Oh, maybe because I don't know. He seems like a pretty busy guy.
Yeah.
He has to interview on the go, I guess.
Yeah, but when asked about it. When the reporter asked him about is this the only thing that you'd like to apologize for and bring shed light on, he said yes, this is the only thing I'm addressing. But I think reports came out of him doing this on multiple occasions,
like at multiple different Arabic themed parties.
Yeah. So he's done brown face, black face on other separate occasions. This is the only one that has surfaced.
Dang, dude, that's good. I feel like the first time he did it, I feel even though this was 18 years ago. Mm-hmm. Even 18 years ago, that should still have been unacceptable. This just doesn't even look remotely close to being Arabic. So I feel like he should have, somebody would have told him, dude, you kind of look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And the fact that he continued to do it's pretty messed up as well.
Yeah. But things are different back then.
Yeah, I don't know.
Almost 2 decades ago,
That's what I'm saying though. It still seems like you should know better than do that.
Yeah. My thing with that is as a society. The culture, more specifically the American culture, has shifted so much in just the last 5 years, much less the last 20 years almost. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing is people are finding tweets from when kids were 13. And,
right.
And it's
yeah. So
one thing known better, but
So regarding that, one thing I don't know if you saw was I think his name was Carson King. Do you know who that is?
Oh, he I saw something recently about that. He said they didn't even release what he actually said. They just said it was some racial or disturbing tweets or something. So
I guess he had tweeted those when he was about 15 or 16, right? Some racial jokes.
Yeah.
I guess they were not handed down from his grandparent, but he had heard it through his grandfather or whatever.
Okay.
And I guess he had tweeted it or put it on Facebook or something. And basically it was on his social media.
Yeah.
And I'm actually really disappointed in for not standing by him for this one because I don't think it's right to just completely strip away everything he's done.
Yeah.
Because it was for a good cause. It is for a good cause because he's still getting donations.
Yeah.
So this was the one time for a large organization or a brand, a company to set a precedent and let people know that your one mistake that you made when you were a kid doesn't define the rest of your life, right?
Yeah.
And they failed to do that here.
And this would have been because I think cancel culture is getting out of control. People are getting canceled literally every single day. It's boycott this, boycott that, cancel this person, cancel that person. And I feel this would have been a great opportunity for as soon as
make progress.
One company steps up and is just for I don't know, something that like happened so long ago and doesn't really seem like it's impacting this person's life. Like obviously he's probably changed. Obviously he's doing good for the community and things like that.
Right.
So to have that impact like hold him back from doing all the great things that he was doing is like,
yeah,
I don't know.
And it sucks because was supposed to match his like donation
And so they
to
just
a
didn't.
children's hospital, right?
Yeah, that's what
Keep
I'm
in mind
saying.
this kid's raised by now probably a few $1 million
Yeah.
to a children's hospital, right? And now they're like, yeah, we're like severing ties with Carson King
Yeah.
due to his past, which I guess I understand from a PR kind of standpoint.
But that's
But this was your one chance to make a difference,
it would have
and you
actually
failed to do that.
It would have been actually somewhat justified.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Because it's like, is it really worth it to take away that from like those kids who are like in need of like that help and things like that, just to like make a statement about that?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just
So this was your one chance of just setting things, doing things the right way, and they just failed. According to our news source, the super reliable one that we have, I guess they're still going to match the donation, but they're no longer, because his face was on a can before. They had released a product with his face on it, I believe.
Yeah.
Right. So Busch Light had released a can that had his face on it and said Carson King Busch Light. And I guess they're no longer going to continue with that product, and they've severed ties, but will still donate to the children's hospital, which I guess, okay, now I can't be upset about them not fulfilling their promise, on delivering for a children's hospital.
Yeah. Also, like my question is why was his like social media and like stuff like background and stuff not vetted before they put him like as the face of their company on like this can?
Right.
And
Here's the thing. So Busch Light went ahead and did this.
Yeah.
And the news organization, like for his like hometown or whatever organization was going to interview him and have him on as like a daytime host or like a guest or whatever. They actually went through his social media because they were the one that did a background check. Yeah. Which is very opposite for me because I feel like the person that would, the company that would make cans out of his face. Yeah, would be the one to vet, his background stuff. But it was the news company that did that instead. They found it. They brought it up to him, and he said, "Yeah, I'm super regretful about what I said, what I did, and that's not who I am anymore. I've obviously matured since then." And this was when he was like 15 or 16. He's in college. Yeah. So a significant amount of time has passed since he made those tweets or whatever. So, and I guess it was the editor or whoever did the information, like the vet, that decided that this information should be included. Which, I don't know. Yeah, like, for here's journalistic like integrity and honesty, I guess that's important. But yeah. So like, here's my thing though, right? If this happened like last year, I'd say okay, maybe that's who he still is as a person. First of all, it seemed like they were just jokes. So like, although like that doesn't excuse it, but like I don't know. To me, that just seems like it makes it a little bit less alarming. And then second of all, if it happened, however many years ago or whatever. Like, you don't think he can change as a person? Like, at that point, you're saying that, people don't grow, people don't change, people don't change their viewpoints and, like, ideologies. Okay, so he tweeted those things when he was 16, and he's now, 24? So 8 years ago. So, yeah, almost a decade ago. Yeah. And, it's coming out now, and it's like, oh, cancel him, cancel this, cancel that. Dude, but here's the other thing. Like, as a person, you see this type of stuff happening. Yeah. Right? So... like, this is just a message to, like, everyone out there. Like, not even, like, just about this type of stuff, but anything that you might have said that might be controversial. Like, if you're trying to get a job, if you're trying to, like, whatever the case may be, like, go through your social media, either make yourself private. Clear that stuff, man. Clear that stuff out, like, because a lot of that stuff can be used against you. I see it all the time where people it can and it will. Get fired. Yeah, absolutely. Miss out on job opportunities because of stuff that they posted in the past. Absolutely. I don't really post that much on social media. Right. I think it's more dangerous than it is beneficial in that regard. Right. And so... I mean, the majority of the people listening are like our age, or a little bit younger, a little bit older. So for everybody that I guess is still in school, still doesn't have a job, and even if you do have a job, even if you do have like a grown-up job, you should go ahead and obviously clean out your social media, so that at least you can secure your future position or your current position. Yeah, because I'm sure that like
all of us probably said some dumb stuff when we were kids.
Okay, come on, man. When we were like 11, 12 on Facebook, do you know how many? Like we were just sitting there reading through our old Facebook posts, and it's some of the a lot of it is cringe, a lot of it is like just stupid.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is like at the time in like around 2012, it's like when edgy humor was like a thing, you know, and like. I'm a big culprit of that. I'm sure I said a bunch of stupid stuff in the past. That doesn't represent who I am today. You know, something I could have thought yesterday can be something I don't think anymore today. You know, people change in a matter of hours, a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
You know, much less 10 years. So if you're listening, you should, probably secure your future.
Yeah, go check out some of your old posts, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Clean it
whatever.
out. Yeah.
MySpace. Is that even
if you still have a MySpace, clear that out too, I guess.
Dude, does anyone still use Facebook?
Facebook is still used by a ton of people. I
feel like it's like an older population nowadays.
It
and
is.
like an
It really
overseas
is.
population.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like kids our age and like younger within the United States no longer really use Facebook. Like I feel like it still might be growing or at least maintaining its like amount of users. But I think it's mainly due to like more like in like foreign nations, them like having more access to like internet now and like hopping on that new wave. Whereas I feel like nowadays for us, it's people moving to Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok's getting big now.
Let's talk about. I know we briefly mentioned it before, but TikTok is currently crushing the market.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like Facebook is still the biggest. I think in the second quarter of 2019, 2.41 billion users, right?
Yeah,
and that's
hard to believe though.
That's almost like 2.5 out of 7.
That's like a third of the population of the world.
Yeah, and this is active monthly users. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that. That seems a little high.
But keep in mind, Facebook has been out since 2000. I think it launched in 2004, and it came out in 2006.
Yeah.
Right. So, and it's been around for quite some time now.
Yeah. Like I don't really use it anymore. I definitely don't post.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I haven't posted in years, man.
Yeah, like sometimes I get a notification where like somebody commented something on.
Oh man, I feel so okay. Here's the thing, right? With Facebook, I haven't used it in probably 5 years.
Yeah, same.
And everyone wishes me happy birthday on there. And listen, if you've wished me happy birthday in the last 6 years on Facebook and I did not reply, I'd like to take the time out of my day to like genuinely apologize to you because I promise you I do not use it.
Yeah.
Therefore, that's why I haven't replied, not because I'm an asshole.
Yeah, like it's not a personal dig. Like
right.
Just don't use.
I just don't use it. And like I feel bad because I have a lot of relatives overseas that message me.
Yeah.
And like I just saw it the other day because I was just like checking through it.
Yeah.
So I'll get on it once every several months.
Yeah, and then it's like 3 months later. It's like, do you even respond?
I had a message in my like messenger from 7 months ago from a relative, and I'm like, at this point, what do I even do? Like,
it's then
what do you want me to do?
You seem like even more of a like piece of garbage if you respond.
Right.
It's like
so it's just so late, but. Yeah, Facebook. I mean, Facebook has been crushing it literally since it came out.
Yeah.
I definitely think the peak has died down.
Yeah.
Because when it was like our generation's turn to use Facebook and utilize Facebook, I believe that was between 2010 to 2014 or 15. I think that was the end of like most people our age.
I feel like it was like our middle school.
Yeah, our middle school, and then like it bled into high school very early on, and then for us, at least like where we lived, where we're from, it cut out soon after first year of high school, and after that it's just like I still see some people post like on it like every day, like they live on it, and I'm like, okay, if you still use Facebook, you're weird. Dude, but do what you want.
Dude, I feel like it's old people, like my mom's on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Like not to call them old, like whatever, but like older people.
My parents used to use it a lot, but I don't think they're on it as much as they used to be before.
My dad like can't stand it. Like he thinks it's about to take over the world. Like he's like, dude, this Facebook's not good. Because like he mentioned like the stuff that's happening right now with like old tweets and stuff. He mentioned that like 10 years, like or not 10 years, but he mentioned that like 5 years ago. He's like, yeah, people are gonna have old stuff be brought up about him. He's like, that's why I don't.
He's not wrong. He's definitely not wrong. I mean, it's happening right now, so.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like he kind of predicted it. Like.
Yeah. So let's see. To circle back to TikTok, TikTok has been downloaded about 80 million times in the United States and 800 million times worldwide, according to data from mobile research. So it's not quite at Facebook's level, but it's also a lot newer. Like Facebook has been around for 13 years or something, almost 15 years. And TikTok's what, like last few years? Here's the thing though, I don't know if you knew this, but TikTok was actually Musically.
So
Musically's been around for a while.
so when it changed though, did
They
people have to
rebranded.
re-download it,
They-
or
I'm not sure how that worked.
so like are these like, because it says 800 million downloads
Uh-huh.
worldwide, so are those of
In November
TikTok
2019. TikTok's been out for quite
or are
some
those
time
of,
now.
Yeah.
And before it was Musically. Musically was doing really well for a second, and then it just went down the
Dude,
hole.
yeah, like what happened to that? And then
Mhm.
like, dude, Vine?
Okay, I miss Vine a lot, but, and I can't believe I'm saying this on camera, but I think TikTok is the new generation's Vine. And I know it's a bold statement because Vine has, it's got really big shoes to fill
Yeah.
from all the, like, the legendary and just, like, iconic stuff, like the content
Yeah.
that has come out of Vine.
Yeah.
But, and, like, now I'm on TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm on it basically every day.
Dude, Vine, I feel like Vine had such an impact though. Like I still
It
to
did.
this day
It did.
watch like Vine compilations and stuff like that. So I don't know, they're
Yeah.
still pretty funny.
But I think TikTok is slowly creeping up. I'm not gonna lie.
It is.
So
I don't disagree.
And like the thing is, I've seen. I mentioned this in like the last episode with Ricky, is like the growth that I've seen on TikTok is so explosive and so exponential.
Mm-hmm.
Like once again, for those of you listening, don't be surprised if you see me on TikTok. Like, shit, if that's the way to go, if that's the way to get exposure and get discovered, you'll find me on there.
Because I know, like you're trying to get me into it, but
Mhm.
I just feel like I have that image of like it still being like the Musically type of thing.
Yeah, but it's
And-
completely like it's been revolutionized at this point.
For me, those were so cringy.
Oh, yeah,
and I
yeah.
just feel like at this point, like I don't know if I can like recover from like how cringy those were. Like, can I?
Right.
Like, I don't
No,
know.
but I mean, at first I thought Vine was a little bit cringy too, because
Yeah.
a lot of Vines are stupid, and then shortly after it caught on,
Mhm.
and it became so popular that everyone was just like on it,
Yeah.
So I don't know. Catch me on TikTok, follow me. Shit, I don't know what I'd be doing on there, but
Yeah.
I'm on there. If that's a way to get discovered, if that's a way to blow up,
Yeah.
have more listeners, viewers, watchers, subscribers, whatever, I'm on there. Especially for a person like me who's not like really afraid to put themselves out there,
Yeah.
I'm on it. So to switch gears real quick, this will probably only matter for about 30% of the people that actually listen who are from our hometown. There was recently a scandal in our hometown where a sixth grader threatened another sixth grader's life, and he said, "I will put 16 bullets in your head." And to me,
Quite a lot of bullets, honestly.
that's the whole clip.
Yeah.
That's the whole clip. I mean, clip sizes vary and all, but like that's the whole clip, brother. Like, damn, how much do you hate this kid? But to me, hey, that's a credible threat, especially with like you not having any background information, because like anybody can have a gun.
Yeah.
Because for a sixth grader, how easy is it to get a gun? If their parents, if their relatives, anybody has a gun, and the problem is a lot of gun owners. I don't want to say a lot, but there is a percentage of gun owners that aren't responsible gun owners. You know what I mean? They fail to like properly lock it up.
Yeah.
Like properly like store it.
Yeah, like there's like a bunch of kids who know where their parents' guns are at,
Yeah,
how
absolutely.
to access them, like how to unlock them and stuff like that, and then not really know how to properly use them.
Yeah.
So if it gets in their hands, it's
Mhm.
probably gonna like result in some disastrous behavior, whether it's them like shooting themselves, shooting somebody
Yeah.
else.
So either way, a threat was made by a sixth grader to another sixth grader,
Yeah.
and our lovely old superintendent, shout out Canfield High School, failed to do anything about it. So I don't know how you feel about it, given the details.